How big are we talking about this sector being? How many positions do they have?
Well, right now it seems that they're left with about 250 million in positions. But remember, a decade ago, Credit Suisse was really big in this place. At one point, nearly 10 years ago, they ran a $2.5 billion book. Of course, in 2016, this was under the tenure of Tidjane Thiam. They got out of most of their distressed position. They still had a slug. Now they want to exit it completely. And that's understandable because we do know that Credit Suisse has a lot of issues. It is trying to get out of some of these risky capital-intensive parts of the business and really try and convince investors that they have a real business catering to wealth management, some core investment banking activities. It doesn't want anything else, and it is hoping that message is good enough to win back shareholders.
Where does that allocation of capital go then?
At least it frees up capital for now. That still gives them hope to at least take care of other things across their remit. At least what is left, because they are carving out a big chunk of the investment bank, which will go under the Credit Suisse First Boston name. What will be left is the wealth management business. And what investors want to see there is to make sure that the outflows stop. They're able to stabilize and they're able to win back client assets again. It is to reassure shareholders that this bank will be on terra firma going forward, because when the stock has dropped from where it was to $3 now, they need to find a way to chart the rebound path.
How are they fitting right now in the global banking space?
Not very well. That is the true answer. Credit Suisse right now is a problem story. Not a lot of investors are convinced that it is in great shape. This morning they tried to sell a new debt offering, and that was at twice the spread of their peers. That tells you how investors are perceiving the name. But we've seen this before. Their competitor Deutsche Bank went through some challenges a few years ago, and now Deutsche Bank is not talked about as a problem child anymore. So if there is a little hope for Credit Suisse, it is that a turnaround can be achieved. And they clearly have put all their effort and focus on trying to execute on that. It is a hard one to execute, but if they do manage to do that, this is a long-term brand. It has been in Switzerland for over 160 years. The power of the brand cannot really be questioned, even if it is going through such a difficult time. So you can perhaps hope that they will find their way through it. They will see the light at the end of the tunnel and be able to come out of this in a stronger position.